We begin with the biggest story of the day, India's GST reform. The government has cut consumption tax. It is called GST, the Goods and Services Tax. Now, GST is an indirect tax. You pay it whenever you buy something, the goods that you consume and the services that you use. You pay a GST on both. It is not like income tax, which is charged on your salary. GST is paid by everyone, no matter which income bracket they fall in. They have to pay a GST. And now India is cutting this tax in a big way. This is the biggest change in India's tax system in the last 8 years. The GST was introduced in 2017. Back then, it replaced a messy web of indirect taxes. That reform, the one introduced in 2017, reshaped how the government collects taxes. And now these taxes have been slashed. So it's like a reset of the system, a reform that touches the life of every Indian. Prime Minister Modi announced it last month during his Independence Day address.
इस दिवाली में आपकी डबल दिवाली का काम मैं करने वाला हूं। इस दिवाली में आपको एक बहुत बड़ा तोहफा देशवासियों को मिलने वाला है। पिछले 8 साल से हमने जीएसटी का बहुत बड़ा रिफॉर्म किया। पूरे देश में टैक्स के बर्डन को कम किया, टैक्स की व्यवस्थाओं को सरल किया और 8 साल के बाद समय की मांग है कि हम एक बार उसको रिव्यू करें।
It was finally cleared yesterday. The GST Council met last evening. This is a constitutional body. It oversees the GST system. This body is chaired by India's finance minister, and finance ministers of all Indian states are part of it. Together, they cleared the government's new tax proposal. And we've been telling you about this on the show. Earlier, the GST system had 4 tax slabs, 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%, 4 slabs. Now, after the reform, just 2 tax slabs remain, the 5% and the 18%. They remain. The 12% and the 28% rates are gone. So what does this mean for you? Your everyday items will become cheaper. Most of them will become cheaper. Taxes have been cut on almost 400 product categories. They cover every corner, every aisle of the supermarket. Let's start with the basics. Stuff like milk, cottage cheese, even flatbreads. They will now be taxed at 0%, meaning no tax at all on these daily essentials. Then we have packaged foods, stuff like snacks, savory mixes, instant noodles and chocolates. Earlier, they were taxed from 12 to 18%. Now they're down to just 5%. Some dairy products are also in the same bracket, like butter and cheese. They will also be taxed at 5%. For you, it means direct savings every time you buy groceries. The next category is personal care. Things like shampoo, soap, hair oil, toothpaste, toothbrush, taxes on all these items have been slashed. Now there's a flat 5% tax. And it's not just daily essentials. Some big ticket items are also getting cheaper. This includes small cars, motorcycles, televisions, air conditioners, washing machines. Earlier, they had a 28% tax. Now they've been brought down to 18%. Another winner is healthcare. Life and health insurance policies are now tax-free. 33 life-saving medicines are also tax-free. Taxes on medical devices will fall from 18% to 5%. Everyday services will also get cheaper. We are talking about haircuts, salon visits, gym memberships. They will now be taxed at 5%. Now let's tell you about the things that will get more expensive. Your luxury and sin goods. This includes luxury cars, high-end motorcycles and fizzy drinks, the ones that are packed with sugar and caffeine. They will now face a 40% tax, 40% tax. Same for tobacco, it will be taxed at 40%. So there is a simple takeaway. Essentials will get cheaper. Luxury and harmful products, or sin goods as they're called, will be taxed at a higher rate. So the biggest winners in this reform are the middle and lower income families. They get the biggest benefits.
These reforms have been carried out with a focus on the common man. Every tax levied on common man's daily use items have gone through a rigorous looking into, and in most cases the rates have come down drastically. Labor-intensive industries have been given a good support. Farmers and agriculture as a whole will also benefit by the decisions we have taken today. Health-related also will benefit. So the key drivers of economy have been given a prominence.
The new GST rates will take effect on 22nd September. That's around the time when India's festive season begins. That's also when the demand for consumer goods shoots up. People buy big-ticket items like your televisions, air conditioners, other household appliances. If prices are lowered at this time, sales could go up. Here is how Prime Minister Modi put it. This is what he said about the reforms today.
अगर मैं सार बताऊं तो यही कह सकता हूं कि इससे भारत की शानदार अर्थव्यवस्था में पंचरत्न जुड़े हैं। पहला, टैक्स सिस्टम कहीं अधिक सिंपल हुआ। दूसरा, भारत के नागरिकों की क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ और बढ़ेगी। तीसरा, कंजम्पशन और ग्रोथ दोनों को नया बूस्टर मिलेगा। और चौथा, ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस से निवेश और नौकरी को बल मिलेगा। और पांचवा, विकसित भारत के लिए कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म यानी राज्यों और केंद्र की साझेदारी और मजबूत होगी।
But remember, this tax relief also comes at a cost. The government's revenues will take a hit. How much money are we talking about? Up to $6 billion. That's how much the government stands to lose, $6 billion. So why are they doing it? Why is the government taking this hit? Well, here's the calculation. More demand will cover the losses. Lower taxes mean more money in people's hands. More money means higher spending. And at this point, India needs higher spending. Remember, consumption makes up 60% of India's economy. So if sales rise, the government can recover what it loses in taxes. And experts are quite optimistic about this. They believe the tax cut will boost India's growth. It could add 0.2 to 0.3% to the GDP. But why now? Why has the government decided to do this now? One big reason could be the Trump tariffs. He has slapped a 50% tariff on Indian exports to the US. This will hurt Indian businesses and by extension, it will hurt India's growth. So this tax relief could be an attempt to offset that. Although India's finance minister insists that that is not the case.
The tariff turmoil is not a matter which influenced the GST reform because we've been at it now for more than 1.5 years.